Namaste and welcome to a special series from Saptarishis Astrology focusing on the area of simple remedies in Jyotish. Jyotish is said to be a Vedang, which means a part of the whole Vedic system, which signifies that the fragments or the dots can be connected across into other classical teachings, which may not be directly connected with the subject of planets, but yes, they do have some significance or indication lying in their teachings. Here in this series that we have started on remedies, we would like to share our research and understanding on how simple remedies can be decoded and derived from other classical teachings, like you can say some studies coming from Ayurveda, some from yoga and other classical teachings. These all remedies are nothing but an indication as how and why your karmic playground, that is denoted by your planetary blueprint in your kundali, is at the current moment and what can be done to overcome it. Also remember to hit the subscribe button and enable notification so that you do not miss out on any of these simple teachings and the remedies which we are going to present on this channel. So let's start the series with the largest planet of the solar system, also known as the Karmadhipati in Jyotish, our own Saturn. So this series, the very first remedy that we would like to share with us, that we have researched and try to decode and connect with the other classical teachings, is for Saturn. Saturn is said to be the biggest planet and the most feared planet in the subject of Jyotish. So let's go ahead and see our first dictum and the simple remedy that can be done to overcome the effect of Saturn in your chart. Now, what the dictum says? The dictum is, whenever Saturn is connected with the natal 6th house in a kundali, the native has the possibility to face issues related to stomach or any major obstacles in life, which would actually slow down any of the work or aspects in the life of the native. What kind of obstacles related to stomach would be there? Like gastritis, acidity, indigestion, the reflux, the heat burn, something coming up after you eat, inflammation of the stomach, constipation, any other kind of stomach related diseases, and which all concludes that these all tends towards some delay in any of the work or some of the work in the life of the native, which can be seen as an obstacle. We'll go ahead and check the scenarios as under what circumstances you can conclude that Saturn is actually connected with the 6th house. The two most important things as per the principles in Jyotish is the position and the aspect. Now when Saturn is occupied or it's sitting in the 6th house is the first example. Like on the right hand side, this is the north style of the kundali, where this is the first house, followed by the second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. The triangle marked in green color is the 6th house, which is represented in the north style kundali. If suppose Saturn is sitting here, means it is connected with the 6th house. The second comes the drishti or the aspect. As per our classical tests, the planets have something called as vision, drishti. They can see across. And Saturn is an outer planet which is beyond the orbit of Earth, so it has some special aspects that are given as per the classicals. So the aspect that Saturn has is on the 3rd, 7th and 10th position. Now for example, if we count from here backsides, this being the first house, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, this would be the 7th house. That is the 12th house would be the 7th house. Now if suppose in your natal chart Saturn is posited in the 12th house, so it would have the 7th drishti or the 7th aspect on the 6th house. Similarly, we'll count 3, considering 6 as the first house, first, second, third. Now if Saturn is posited in the 4th house of your Kundali, it would have a connection with your 6th house. Similarly, from the 6th house, we'll count backwards 10. This being the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10. Now if Saturn is placed in the 9th house of your Kundali, then also it would have an effect or connection with the 6th house by its 10th drishti. Now 6th house represents your stomach as per the Kal Purusha Kundali. Now stomach in a human being is seen as the factory where actually whatever you consume or eat is processed and broken down into the chemicals like protein, vitamins, fats, etc., which is required for the upkeeping of the physical body. It gives you the energy, internal energy. It sustains the physical body. So the overall energy that is required for the day-to-day life is actually generated from the stomach. If your stomach is not well, the food that you intake won't be broken down properly. If the food is not broken down properly, the amount of energy that you require or the body requires won't be fulfilled. So there would be always lack of energy in you, in your body. Your system won't work properly. So emotions like irritation, anger, mood fluctuation, lack in concentration, these are some of the traits seen when your stomach is not well, when it is upset. So we'll go ahead and check on some of the example charts. Now in this first example, if we see Saturn is actually posited in the 6th house directly. So this native has a long lasting issue with her digestive system. Whatever she eats, she always falls in the trap of what is called as indigestion. She is not able to digest any simple food. Spicy is beyond imagination. Any simple food also she is not able to digest. She has a lot of heartburn. The food what she eats tends to be pushed upwards and it tries to come out of the mouth. So that are the sign of heartburns. There is always a heaviness that the native feels in and around her stomach and the heart area. We'll go ahead, we'll check the second Kundali. In this Kundali also, if we see Saturn is again posited in the 6th house. The native has issues with the stomach since the very childhood. Indigestion, severe gastritis, acidity. The gastritis is so severe that the stomach bulges out and it can be significantly seen when you meet the native. If suppose the native is going under an attack of gastritis, it is so bad. In the third Kundali, we see again the Saturn is posited in the 6th house. The native has a long lasting issue with her digestive system, where doctor has strictly advised to avoid any kind of fried and spicy foods. The issue indigestion, vomiting, even sometimes when she drinks cold water or ice chilled water, she has the issue of indigestion. In our fourth example, we take a chart which actually has the 10th aspect on your 6th house. Now, as we explained in the previous chart, when the Saturn is posited in the 9th house, it would have an interest by its 10th vision on your 6th house. This native has a recurring issue with the digestive system, and almost every month or every alternate month the native has to visit a doctor. It is so bad. Stomach cramps, gastritis trouble, stomach infections are some of the issues that the native has, and it's almost monthly that it reoccurs. It is so bad. So now, as we have seen that Saturn when connected with the 6th house actually gives problem. Now, where are the remedies? As we suggested that since Jyotish is a Vedang, it is a part of the whole Vedic system. So there are fragments in the other classical teachings, and the most close to what Jyotish is the subject of Ayurveda. Ayurveda have all the indication or pointers on how to cool down the effect of planets, and for this dictum of Saturn related with the 6th house, Ayurveda has given something called as the power of Triphala. Triphala is a combination of two words, that is three means tri, that is three, and phala means fruit. It's an Ayurvedic powder made from the mixture of three different fruits, namely amla, that is Philanthus umbilica, bahed, that is Balearic myrobalan, and harad, that is Chebulic myrobalan. There is a process in which these three fruits are picked up, dried, and then made into powder in certain compositions. The native who has Saturn connected with its 6th house should always eat this powder as prescribed to calm down the stomach and eventually overcome the effect of Saturn. You can go and you can purchase this powder, Triphala. It is readily available in the Ayurvedic shops, and the process to actually consume it is also mentioned in the leaflet that comes along with this powder, or you can consult any Ayurvedic Ved or doctor in your area as when to start this. But yes, you should start eating this as the first thing in the morning, empty stomach, if you see your Saturn connected with your 6th house. We'll go ahead. The other indication is the Mudra Vigyan. Mudra Vigyan is the science of Panch Mahabhutas, the primordial elements by which all the elements, everything in this universe is created. That is the Agni or the fire, Vayu or the air, the Akash or the ether, Prithvi or the earth, Jala or the water. These are the 5 elements, and Mudra Vigyan gives an indication or solutions to the problems that happens due to the imbalance of these mudras. The thumb indicates the Agni or the fire in the body. The index finger represents the Vayu or the air element. The middle finger, it represents the Akash or the ether. The ring finger gives you Prithvi or the earth element. and the pinky finger, the little finger, shows what is called as the jal or water. Now Saturn is the biggest planet and its element is air as per the Panch Mahabhuta principles. Sixth house represents the stomach, and when Saturn is connected with this house, it gives disturbance arising due to air movement in the body. Now if suppose the air is not proper, the heat that needs to be generated in your stomach area, in your abdominal area, do not get the proper flow of oxygen or air for it to burn and break down your food. If suppose there is lot of air, it will again, anything which is more or less always gives problem. So to balance this, in the Mudra Vigyan, there is a posture which is called as the Vayu Mudra, and the Vayu Mudra controls the flow of your internal air inside the body. What you need to do, you need to sit in symmetry, or you can lie down. Just touch the thumb, the base of the thumb with the tip of your index finger. Your index finger should lie at the base of the thumb and your thumb encircling your index finger, slightly pressing it, and keep it lightly on your thighs and sit like this for a minimum of 15 minutes. As per the Mudra Vigyan, any mudra would affect when it is done for a period of 45 minutes in the 24-hour clock. What you can do, you can break this 45 minutes in the blocks of 15 minutes each, and one single sitting you can go for 15 minutes. Practice this mudra to strengthen your stomach and minimizing the effect of Saturn in your kundali. The most important what is there is the pranayam. There are many pranayams as described in yoga, but we have never thought why so many pranayams are actually needed. In this series, we would like to share our studies as which pranayam is actually connected with which planet. And for Saturn, when connected with your 6th house or stomach, the most important is the Kapalbhati pranayam. It is also called as the rapid or forced breathing in simple terms. You just need to sit relax. You need to first focus on your breath. Your stomach should expand when you inhale, and it should be pulled towards your spine, or stomach goes inside when you exhale. And this has to be done rapidly. The length of the exhale should always be greater than your inhale. This, when done rapidly, the yogis, as they suggest, can complete a set of 70 to 90 cycles or more in a single minute. You need to do it rapidly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And this has to be done empty stomach in the morning when you get up as the first thing. This will eventually help strengthen your stomach and removing the impact of Saturn from your 6th house. Now, when your stomach is good, there won't be any kind of an hindrance in your life. You would not have any issues going out and working. There would be full energy in your body with which you can work, and eventually this will cut down the obstacles that are coming there in your life. Now mind it, this Kapalbhati pranayam or any kind of yogic practices should always be done under expert guidance, and the pranayam, especially the Kapalbhati, as it's a rapid breathing pranayam, should be avoided by pregnant ladies, patients who have blood pressure issues, anything to do with heart or asthma. If they want to do, they need to do it under expert guidance. We'll go ahead and next we'll try to see what happens when Saturn is in transit. Now, when transit Saturn aspects the 6th house or sits in the 6th house, there is a possibility of obstacles rising in the life and the stomach getting upset. This will slow down the process. The results that need to become quickly, they would be delayed. So the best remedy is pranayam, the Kapalbhati pranayam, or any form of breathing exercise that you need to do. When Saturn is under transit, you can practice any of the pranayams that are prescribed, especially involving your 6th house, that is the stomach, as per the dictums that we have shared. Now, what is the reason behind it? Saturn is Vayu Karak, as we have seen in the previous slide, that as per the Panch Mahabhuta principle, it's airy in composition. Now Saturn gets exalted in Libra, the Rashi which is again airy. Saturn's Mool Trikon Rashi is Aquarius, which is again airy. And it is said, as per the classical understanding, that Saturn softens its stand when in front of Lord Hanuman, who is again a Vayu Putra, son of Vayu, that is air. So air plays an important role when any dictum comes in connection with Saturn. So it's the air that need to be understood, that need to be controlled, that need to be streamlined, and the best of the bestest solution is the Kapalbhati pranayam. The pranayam that you can do getting up early in the morning, empty stomach, do it rapidly for say 2 to 5 minutes. To start, this much duration is good, and see how it affects your life. So why not you all take a pledge, as we all in Saptarishis Astrology have. Take the pledge to start your day with a round of Kapalbhati pranayam and keep yourself healthy and happy always. Now this pledge does not only implies to the charts where 6th house is affected by Saturn, by position or by aspect. Anyone who wants to stay healthy, in the current day-to-day life, we have seen that the main issues that arise is due to our untimely eating, not proper diet. So the main organ which is affected is the 6th house, or the main organ that is affected is the stomach. And the best solution to it is doing a Kapalbhati pranayam, which actually strengthens the muscles of the stomach, inside as well as outside. It gives the care, it's a kind of a care that you do for your stomach, so that it works properly day in and day out. Now there could be a question as what's the best day we can start Kapalbhati, the practice of Kapalbhati. You can do it any day, but then also if you have some focus, so start Kapalbhati daily from a Saturday or the day Lord of Saturn. Now a pointer, if suppose Saturn is in Venusian sign, you can start on Friday or in a Venusian hora, or Friday in Saturday's hora, and vice versa. But take a pledge along with Saptarishi to practice this daily, as we in Saptarishi believe that if you are healthy, your mind is healthy, you can give a lot to the society. So be simple, stay healthy, and we'll meet soon again in our next chapter. Thank you.
Then he said, please think on this fundamental question of astrology. Why are you born in so and so Lagna, Taurus Lagna, Karka Lagna? Why not in some